Hello everyone, it's Stamp Ventures with Shauna, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, Canada. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm just going to get synced up with my iPad and I'll be sharing a card with you today using some of the designer Mercury Glass Acetate. It's in the mini catalog, but it's also carried forward into our new annual catalog. So it's going to be available for a while. And I'll just see if I can find the video here. Yeah, I think I found it. So I'm hopefully going to be able to see if some people are able to join and if there are any questions or comments that come through. Yeah, okay, I found it. Hello to Lori and Darlene, and hi Pam. Hope things are all well with you down south. Hey to Emmy. Great to see you or hear from you all. Guess I can't really see you, but in my mind I see you. Oh, thank you so much, Pam. I really appreciate that you're sharing the video. That's the one way that I can continue to reach more people and can continue to work as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I really enjoy it, and it's sure been a fun opportunity for me, and I'm glad if I can reach out to help others enjoy this craft as well. Good evening to Glenda. I see, we've got a few people hopping on there. That's awesome. Okay. You know, I just thought of something. I didn't have this on my list of things that I was going to mention today, but some of you who are watching, I know, are already demonstrators, and you are like demonstrator members, and you can order at a discount and whatnot. But if there are others who are watching and you have some questions, I'm going to be tomorrow starting just a little draw for some gilded gems. And the gilded gems, you can be entered in the draw if you ask a question about learning more of the demonstrator opportunity. So you can watch for that post. It's going to happen starting tomorrow. It's not going to be on here tonight, but I thought, I might as well mention it so that you can watch for it. And there are some people I know who have some really good questions about being a demonstrator member, just as a hobbyist, or doing it with their friends and classes and that kind of thing. And some of you may have some really good questions that they may want answers for, but they're too afraid to ask. So if you ask those questions for them, you'll be entered in the draw for some gilded gems. All right. Hello to Tracy. Thanks for joining me. Just a couple more things I'm going to mention. Yesterday I had my Mystery Card Monday, but it's been switched now to my Facebook group. It's Stamp Ventures VIP is the name of the group. And if you missed it, these are the two cards that I shared, but some other card makers and stampers came up with their versions of the mystery cards. And if you'd like to join into our group and see what those cards look like, just ask me for an add to the group. And going forward, the Mystery Card Monday will always be in my VIP group. It's just easier for people to go back and find, well, where is that post where I can add my mystery card. But want to mention something about the cards that I made. Is just recently some demonstrators had ordered a product share from me, and they're finally receiving their packages, and they received some Hydrangea Hill designer series paper with a beautiful hydrangea motif on it, and they also received some ice cream corners and yummy ice cream corner paper. And there's blackberry ribbon and gorgeous grape ribbon and some pretty pearls and some of that Mercury Glass designer acetate. And so the cards that I posted yesterday for Mystery Card Monday use paper from this package, and the card that I'm making tonight uses the Mercury Glass Acetate. It's almost like a little bit of a tongue twister saying that. And so, yeah, I hope the people who receive their product share packages will have some ideas and can get pulling it out of their package and get using it. Oh, good question, Emmy. No, I didn't get the Starbucks card done. I'm so embarrassed. But I've got some things sitting out here, and I do want to get working on it. So it's coming. Hang in there, girl. Hang in there. One more thing. I've got a new product share starting this month, and it's all to do with the in colors. A lot of you probably seen the poster already on it, but it will include a quarter of a spool of each of these 5 new in colors, a quarter of a spool of another papaya colored ribbon, and also another, I think it's a woven evening evergreen ribbon. So all of the in color ribbons, there will be a quarter of each of those spools in the product share package, and then there will also be a quarter of a package of the 6x6 in color papers. These are actually last year's in colors because I don't have my package yet with this year's in colors, and then also a quarter package of the, well, let me see if I can get this right, the shimmer vellum in the new in colors. So let me know. Actually, tomorrow night is the deadline to let me know if you want to get in on the in color shares, because I want to get that placed. I've been keeping my eye out, making sure that all the ribbons and papers are not showing low inventory or going on back order yet. And they haven't, so, but I don't want to wait too much longer. So yeah, I'll be placing that order after, well, probably Thursday morning. So, but people can contact me and let me know they want to order it by tomorrow night, Wednesday night. Okay. Oh, speaking of which, let's see, what day is it today? It is Tuesday, the 18th of June, and I don't have a weather word of the day, but I have a weather for the week is basically it's, well, a year, 4 seasons in 1 week. That's basically what we're experiencing here. I can't remember exactly what the temperature got up to today, but it's something crazy like 28, and I can't even remember how that translates to Fahrenheit, and maybe those of you who know your translation better to Fahrenheit can help me with that. But yeah, we've had to 2 days in a row, we've had to turn on the air conditioning, and I'm actually, yeah, I'm sweating here with this little sweater on, and I think I'm gonna have to lose the sweater. Air conditioning for 2 days in a row, and then they say on Friday that we're gonna get down and dip below freezing at night. We'll probably want to be turning on the heat, the furnace again. So it's like all 4 seasons in 1 week. So we've got the 4-season week happening here this week. Okay, gonna get started with the acetate card. So I'll be moving the camera down. Just turn your eyes away so you don't get, well, no, I'm gonna cover, I've learned this now. I'll cover up the lens so I don't make you motion sick as I get this adjusted. There, hopefully that's pretty close. Let's see if that does it. Yeah, not bad. I'm just a little bit crooked. I'll adjust to the other side. There. And, oh, the pink is pretty, isn't it, Emmy? Yes, it's called Magenta Madness, that one. Woohoo. Did I say June? Oh my gosh. Did I say, yeah, I'm all mixed up. This is getting really bad. My months are mixed up, my days are mixed up. I can't remember what happened. My friend and I were talking the other day, and we feel like, whoops, there we go, jiggle, jiggle. Everything that happens during COVID just is kind of a blur. I'm gonna plug in my earbuds here. This is May. Yeah, thank you. Oh my gosh. Ah. There we go. Yeah, it's May 18th. Tomorrow is the 19th, and tomorrow is when I need to hear from people for the in color share, product share. Oh, well, I don't know if I'm normal, Glenda, but yeah, everything just seems so messed up and kooky right now. I love this one, and because we've had such nice weather already here in early May, we do have to watch out for the ticks out there, but this is so cute. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by, Emmy, for a little bit. And if you get a chance later, you can maybe see the card that I've made. I'm going to be using some of this pretty paper. It's called Mercury. Well, it's not even paper. It's like a plastic acetate called Mercury Glass. And yeah, these are some of the things I'm going to be using. So talk to you later, Emmy. Thanks for dropping in. I've got, to start off with my card base, 11 by 4 1/4 piece of heather, Highland heather. And I'm going to move the ribbon out of the way for now. I'm going to cut this at 6 3/4. I started out with this long full piece because this piece that I do cut off, this piece, I'm going to use this as well. So I'll set that off to the side for a moment. And now that this is 4 1/4 by 6 3/4, I'm going to score it at a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to score on the other side here because I have more to hold on to with my left hand, and I'll score with my right. So score at a 1/2 inch and score at 1 1/4. So there we go. And this is going to fold like that. So this base is a standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then it's got a fold like this, and then I'm going to fold the other one back. So it's creating just a little Z fold there. Maybe while I've got the trimmer out, I should cut my white paper. I should just keep cutting, and then I can get it out of the road. So I'm going to cut the piece of white at 4 1/2 by 4. So here's, let's see, 4 1/2 by 4. I'm going to be using that for the inside of my card. That's just the regular Whisper white. It's not the heavier white cardstock. And then this other piece of white, I'm going to cut it at 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. So almost 3 by almost 3. This is going to create a square. This is an extra piece of white that I don't think I'll need, so I'll throw that off to the side. Almost 3 by almost 3. Here's another extra piece of white for my scrap bin. And this extra piece of Highland heather, I'm going to I'm going to cut it at 3 by 3. So yeah, I'm going to layer the piece of Whisper white that I just cut onto the 3 by 3 of the heather here. So like that. Okay. Now, I'm not going to cut the acetate. I already did that before the video started. I wanted to make sure that this trimmer was heavy enough, the blade was heavy duty enough to cut the acetate, and it sure is. So this acetate piece is also 4 1/2 by 4, which is the same size as the white piece that I cut. And so I'm going to put these together, and well, we'll see how this
little experiment goes. This is going to be kind of one of those book fold cards. I think that's what they call it. And so I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal Plus and I'm going to glue this part shut. Want to make sure I use a fairly heavy duty adhesive, so that's going to stay folded shut. This is going to be a flap, and I'm going to attach the acetate to the flap. I'm working with, there's 2 shades of acetate in the Highland, no, it's not Highland, it is the Hydrangea Hill Mercury Glass Acetate. There's this, which is considered Rococo Rose, one of our in colors that just retired. And then there's another color, and it is considered, oh, I was going to say Gorgeous Grape, but now I'm second guessing myself on that. No, it's Highland Heather. So I decided to go with the Rococo Rose just to have a little bit of contrast with the Highland Heather. That's what it is. Those are the 2 colors. Now, for those of you who got this acetate, they usually have a protective color, a protective cover of plastic or cello or something over the top, and it's to protect the acetate. And right now I can see I've got all kinds of fingerprints on it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and remove that cover, and sometimes you can just do it with a piece of Scotch tape. Will this get started for me? Okay. Maybe I'll try another corner. I'm pretty sure this is the last time I bought some of this Mercury Glass, this designer acetate. They had this sheath of, oh, it's not working for me. Oh my goodness. Either that or they didn't put the protective cover on it anymore, but I thought that they did. I thought I saw another demonstrator talking about it. Yeah. Okay, let's try here. Well, this is pretty boring. Okay. Did anybody else use their Mercury Glass yet? Maybe I'm telling fibs. Okay, which corner didn't I try? I can't remember now. Okay, well, if we can't get it to come off, then we'll just continue with the project. But yeah, the last time that Stampin' Up! Carried Mercury Glass, they had a protective sheath of, I don't know what to call it, sort of a cello cover on it. And it doesn't look like anybody out there who's watching right now has had any experience with this either, and don't seem to. So we're going to leave it. Okay. Now I'm going to have to go back and do my research, because I thought there was some on there, but it's not coming off. So I might just have to take a cloth and go like this to get my fingerprints off of it, because when you hold the acetate at just the right angle, you can see all these fingerprints. You can't steal this card because they'd be able to fingerprint you. And yeah, okay. I'm going to take the tear and tape. I'm going to use tear and tape because I feel like I can get it exactly where I want it, because I want it right close to this edge of the Highland Heather card base here. I'm not going to go exactly all the way to the top or exactly all the way to the bottom. I'm going to give just a little bit of space there, because what I want to do is I want to glue this little piece down onto the acetate like that. And this is going to be actually going to be like the cover, the front of my card. So I'm going to line up the acetate, sort of, in the center. Yeah, and you can see there's just a little bit of space there. So I didn't want my adhesive to be down here by the fold line, because then it would glue the whole thing shut. And I want it to be able to the flap to lift open. Okay, I think I'm going to have to pull this piece off first and then get everything lined up, because I feel like it's really slippery, the acetate is, and it's going to want to move. So I'm going to try and get, now that I've got there we go. There. Something like that. Let me just make sure. So that's really well adhered. So this is how the card's going to open. So there's the acetate card front with a little bit of the fold line. And then there's this piece of white, which is exactly the same size as the acetate piece. And this is going to be the inside of the card where you write. And I'm going to see if I can kind of, sort of line this up. So I want to hold the white in place over top of the acetate and close it. And I hope I didn't move it too much. Yeah, so yeah, that white piece is just tucked under the acetate like that. And there it folds open like that. Oh, my white is not very straight. Guess that means that the acetate probably isn't very straight either. Okay, now we're going to do the fun part, which is the decorating. So I've got these two squares, one that's 3 and one that's almost 3. And I thought I would layer those onto the card like that. But before I do that, I pulled in some of this ribbon. This is the ribbon that's actually featured with the Sweet Ice Cream Suite. It's not with the Hydrangea Hill. And I decided to go with it because it's just like a shade deeper, well, maybe several shades deeper than the Rococo Rose. But there was something that kind of went, I thought it had a nice contrast about it, just like the Rose Acetate has a contrast. And some of you have seen me do this with these kind of book binding cards before. I don't know what the right name for them is exactly, but book binding. Woo! Okay, there we go, the 3D portion. I'm using a heavy duty handheld punch because I'm going through 2 layers of cardstock. Yeah, you have to have really good strong hands for that part. And if you can't make holes like that, you could just wrap the ribbon around and tie the bow that way too. Just put a little glue on the back there. But I like to do things the hard way, so that's where I'm at. Okay. So this will just add a little bit of a interest and contrast on the side here. Kind of makes it look like it's binding the book together in a way. And if you didn't want to do any ribbon at all, lots of people have, just taken strips of contrasting paper, or maybe another little piece of the Mercury glass paper, and you could just glue that down there and create some contrast that way if you don't want to work with ribbon. Now I have to decide, I want the bow up or down. I think I'm going to go up with the bow. And it's always, do I want it to be a bow or not? But I think I've cut myself plenty here, so it's definitely going to be a bow. You picked away on the silver side. Oh, it's on the silver side. Okay, I was thinking that it must be on the colored side because they'd want to protect the colored side in the Oh, well, thank you, Glenda. Oh, and hello to Linda if you're still there. I see your comment there. Okay, well, that's, oh, you know what? I think I want my tail sticking the other way. Okay, turn it upside down and tie it again. Okay, I thought there was something about that. So I can still possibly take that off. That seemed counterintuitive to me that they'd have the protective side on the back of the acetate sheet. But you know what? You might want to use it, the silvery portion of it, for another project. If you don't like the colored portion, you can use the silver portion. So it is kind of handy that it's double-sided that way. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see if anything... Watch, maybe we'll just be... Oh, there we go! Yay! Why didn't I just try the other side earlier? That's it. There we go. Yay! And it makes kind of sense to take it off now because it seems kind of silly that you give a card and whoa, that seems really shiny now. Sorry, I'm going to hurt your eyes with the light glaring in there. Seems, yeah, kind of silly to have it peel off when somebody gets their card from you. Whew. Okay, okay, we've got the bow and let's see, focus, Shauna, focus. Here we go. There. Okay, so to decorate, I thought I'd like to do, this now is actually pretty much a square. It's a 4" by 4" square. There's just a little bit of that 1/2 inch tucked in under there. And I'm going to adhere that onto there. And to decorate this, so I did something different. I pulled out some of this paper that's in the hydrangea heel pack and I die cut a butterfly out of it. But not just like a solid butterfly. I die cut a patterned, a detailed butterfly out of the patterned paper. So that I got a butterfly that looks kind of splotchy, soft and splotchy like that. It looked almost too soft against the white, and then with that really, you know, the vibrance of that background with the mercury glass. So I decided, okay, I need to cut out the solid butterfly that goes with it. This one that cuts out a whole butterfly with no details in it. So I cut one of those out. Yes, all these butterflies are attached together, but I just stuck my piece of scrap paper underneath that butterfly. I stuck it under in this color. Why can't my brain work right now? Blackberry Bliss. And then that helps to make this butterfly that's cut from the light pattern to pop a little bit more, and you see all of the mottling and the darks and lights and, you know, patterny kinds of things going on in it. So my plan is I'm going to glue these two butterflies together, and I think I might just use glue dots so it'll stick in place and won't muddle around on me. I might just mush up the glue dots a bit. So might give a little bit of dimension and separation between the top layer and the bottom layer. And, oh, there, that's easier to see working on the white. It's nice how these they match up so perfectly, the outline and then the detailed one. And if you just put the glue dots or the adhesive down the center, it's really nice how it makes it like the wings are fluttering up on it. I really like that. And I think I'm going to dimensional it too. There's going to be lots of dimension on this card, as well as kind of cool patterns going on. But before I do that, I'm going to stamp my words. So I just looked to see what stamp sets I had close by that would have something that would fit right here. And I found in the pansy patch, I really like the font in this one, and I love this here. It says, "Love you much." It could have, I was thinking about happy birthday too, because I might use it as a birthday card for my niece. But the happy birthday didn't fit as well, I didn't think, with this size of butterfly. I might have had to move down to a smaller size butterfly. So I could put "Love you much" here, and then the happy birthday could go on the inside. So it could still be for a birthday card. Well, thanks so much, Darlene. I appreciate that. Okay. Love you much. Now, I was so proud of myself. I thought, oh yes, I've got my papers, I've got everything ready, I've got my notes, so I know how to cut, how much I need to cut, or how big I need to cut everything. And then I realized I forgot the blackberry ink pad, because I think with this blackberry here, this deeper rose here, and the blackberry here, I think blackberry would look nice with the words here. It would look, well, it would look pretty matchy-matchy. I guess the other thing is, though, well, I could do it in the light purple, in the Highland Heather, too. Maybe we could do a quick poll. Oh, I have a question here that I see coming through. Do you have a grandkid? It has "You are so loved" in it. Oh, yes. You are, I just wish, looking, do you mean this one? You are so loved in it. Wish you a little happiness before. I don't have any grandkids yet. No grandkids at all. But I do have nieces and nephews. They're mostly grown up now, too. But, yeah. Oh, I get it. Oh, not me. Okay, I got it. The stamp set a grandkid. Sorry, Pam. Yeah, oh my gosh. See, I'm having COVID brain again. I don't have that one. The stamp set a grandkid. Yeah, I finally figured it out, and now I see your comment come through. Yeah, right. Yeah, no grandkids yet. But if I did have grandkids, I would be buying that stamp set like right in a minute. But I'm not quite to that point yet. Yeah. Okay, you are so loved. That would be really nice too on here. That would be lovely. Oh, okay, so we're going to do an impromptu poll here. Do you think I should do the words in the dark Blackberry Bliss or in the lighter Highland Heather? And I'm going to give just a few seconds here. I'm going to grab both colors, and when I come back, we'll see what gets the most votes, and that's what I'll stamp with the words with. So Blackberry Bliss, it could be BB or HH. Let me know what you think, and I shouldn't take too long, but if you need something else to look at, here's close-ups of the cards from yesterday's Mystery Card Monday. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's tied. Let's see here. I'm just going to jot down. Oh, we might have to, how am I going to do this? Okay. So we've got BB and we've got HH, and so we've got Linda says Blackberry, Lori says Highland Heather, Sue says Highland Heather, Brenda B says Blackberry. Oh, I'm glad you like yesterday's card. Thank you, Pam. Thanks, Blackberry. Darlene, thanks. Okay, all right. Whew. Okay, I'm going to stop counting right there because now there's no tie anymore. some days I just can't make a decision for the life of me. So we're going to go with the blackberry. But yes, that was the close-ups from yesterday's. And again, because I have people that stampers who got those packages of product, the papers, and well, these didn't use any of their ribbon, but I thought, oh, they need some ideas of how to get using their paper, as it's just too pretty just to let it sit there and nobody get to see it. Oh, the package of mercury acetate says remove plastic film before use. Well, there we go. Some days I'm really not just imagining things. You know what? I forgot to put this little extra piece in behind, which kind of might have given you a little bit of a different look at it. But yeah, we'll go with the blackberry. And so, you know, I don't think I've ever used these words before, so I'm going to test them out on my scrap paper here just to make sure everything is good. I'm wondering if, no, they're just I was thinking that maybe my Blackberry Bliss is not all that inked up, but maybe it's that, but the words are really very fine. They're not, there's no thickness to the letters. They're just very, very petite letters. There, oh, that showed up a little bit darker. It's probably, this is better paper to stamp on too. It's not even Whisper White anymore. I called it Whisper White. Look at me, oh boy. Yeah, well, it used to be our Whisper White, and now our Basic White are, yeah, just that much better to stamp on. Ooh, I smudged it too, but wow, what a difference a piece of white paper can make. The smoothness and how everything shows up. Okay, now just wiping my Blackberry Bliss thumb on my shorts. Yeah, because I wore shorts these last 2 days. Oh man, it is unbelievably warm. I cannot get over that. And we've got our pool not quite ready. We're waiting for the chlorine levels to come up in it, which is unfortunate, is probably the chlorine will come up just in time for the freezing night on Thursday night or Friday night, whichever night that is. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. It's going to freeze and our pool is going to be ready, but it's nice and warm. We've got the heater turned on. In fact, it got so hot out today, the temperature in the pool, it blasted past what the heater was set. It got up to like 89 yeah, we had like a hot tub, a great big hot tub in our backyard today, but we couldn't go in it because the chlorine levels were too low. We had to get the chlorine up. So it's supposed to be 90 degrees Fahrenheit here in North Carolina by the weekend. Oh, see, that's what's happening. See, all this nice weather that we got here, Pam, well, we don't usually get this hot weather, this hot in May, but yeah, we're sending it down to you. Yeah, we're giving it up and sending it away. And so, yeah. Yeah, this was unusually hot. A nice day in May might get to, well, again, I can't remember my conversions. A nice day in May might normally get to like 75, maybe, something like that. But today was incredibly hot. And so was yesterday too. It was just very unusual, and we're definitely having drought situations here. And boy, if we're going to cool off, boy, we sure hope we get some rain out of it, just because we need the moisture. Hello, Nicole. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, we're trying out this Mercury Glass Acetate, And so it's pinky-ish on this side and then silver on that side, and I'm flashing everybody with with the glare. You can see a little bit of the dimensionals. If that bothered you, you could probably just use like a clear glue, and you might see a tiny bit of a strip of it, but it wouldn't be as obvious because the dimensionals are definitely bright white, where like the clear glue or glue dots would be more inconspicuous. So that's something you can keep in mind if you're doing a card like that with like an acetate cover. And also the other thing is, if you're writing on the inside and your writing goes like to the very edge, you might see some of the writing showing through too. The way you could get around that is you could take and glue another 3 by 3 inch piece here in the middle, and you could try and restrict your writing to that piece if you don't like the idea that the writing might be showing. And so we're going to pop up. Oh, and I think I need to get out my poils. My poils for the goils. That's not a very good way of saying that. I'm trying to say how they might say it in a movie or something, in an old-fashioned movie. Okay, so because in the packages, of the product share, not only was there ribbon and acetate and designer paper, but there was some pastel pearls. And I believe it was like a strip of, like about half of this strip. I think it was 1/5 of a package. I couldn't break it into quarters because there were 10 perfect rows, and I couldn't start splitting up rows and colors, so it had to be 1/5 instead of 1/4. And I think I decided I want to go with some pink pearls in the middle. I don't know if I'll do just one, maybe a couple. Well, we'll start with one and see how it goes from there. Oh, yes, Glenda, that's right. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, if you could, Pam, if you could send rain here, we'll send the heat to you. That's such a good idea. Yeah. Okay. Nicole, I don't know if you're still there or not, but did you find a cake plate for your birthday girl? There's somebody who's got a grandbaby. Her granddaughter is going to be having her first birthday very, very soon. And she's getting some things together for the party, and just wondering if she found the plate for the cake or the cupcakes or whatever they decide to have. You did find one. Oh, good. Okay, because I have a backup here. Might not be as nice as the one that you found, but I do have a backup cake plate if you're looking for something. So, okay, well, I think I'm going to call it good. This is today's Mercury Glass Acetate card with dimensionals that show through, but oh well, and a little bit of a crooked inside, but you know what? You write a special message in there, and the words that you put in are, the message is the most valuable thing. So I hope you liked the idea. And if you're trying to remember right from the beginning, the Highland Heather card base is 4 1/4 by 6 3/4, and then I scored it at 1/2 inch and 1 1/4. So that might be something that I should post on Facebook in future, just so people know. They don't have to be scrolling through the video to try and find those measurements. But hope you enjoyed the card today, and remember, Mystery Card Monday, I've kind of got back started up with that, and it's on my VIP group, And hopefully you can join in, play along when you have time. I know some weeks are busier than others, but get that paper out, get making some cards, using your beautiful stamps and papers and embellishments that you have, and sending it out to people, bringing happy mail and joy out there. And have a great rest of your week. Thank you. I really appreciate you joining me tonight. I know there's so many things that you can be doing with your time, and it's just been a treat for me to hang out with you guys here tonight. So thanks again, and we'll talk to you another day. Bye for now.